All right, let's dive right in. We're breaking down the Seahawks Week 3 win, against the Dolphins.
Yeah.
And we've got a great starting point with this studs and duds breakdown.
Absolutely.
But we're going deeper than just, good game, bad game.
Yeah.
We're talking next level Seahawks analysis here.
For sure. Anyone can look at the 24-3 final score and say, hey, Seahawks won.
Right.
But we're digging into what this game really tells us about this team, especially looking ahead.
Love that. So the article dives right into individual players, and we'll definitely get there. But big picture, what's your biggest takeaway from this game?
It's the defense. You hold Miami to 3 points.
Yeah.
That's huge. It's a statement, especially in today's NFL. And it really sets the stage for these stud performances because, let's be honest, a lot of them are on that side of the ball.
Absolutely. Defensive dominance right out of the gate. And the article calls out rookie Derek Hall as the number 1 stud. 2 sacks. Fantastic. But what makes his performance so noteworthy in this particular game?
Well, you got to remember, this is a guy who had 0 sacks his entire rookie season last year.
Right.
So to double his career total in one game, that's not just a good performance, that's a sign.
Yeah.
It's a sign he's growing into that role and that potential.
It's coming alive.
Exactly.
And you know what that means for opposing teams?
Oh, absolutely.
They can't ignore him anymore.
Nope.
They got a game plan for him, which opens up opportunities for other pass rushers.
100%. You're already seeing those ripple effects.
The whole defensive line just got a whole lot scarier.
I'd say so.
Okay, so we've got potential turning into performance on defense, but the article also highlights some concerns on the offensive line.
Yeah.
Anthony Bradford is back on the duds list, 3rd week in a row. 6 penalties in 3 games, that's rough for any player, let alone an offensive lineman.
Tough to watch, honestly. As an offensive lineman, discipline, technique, it's everything. You're giving the other team free yards, potentially points.
Yeah, and it's not a one-time thing,
Right.
The article even mentioned rookie Christian Haynes as a potential replacement. Now, for those following the draft, that's a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
Is a shakeup coming? Is Haynes going to get his shot?
It's worth watching, that's for sure. The coaching staff has been patient with Bradford.
Right.
But at some point,
Got to make the check.
they got to consider it.
Mm-hmm.
And having Haynes waiting in the wings, that just adds to it.
It's ticking clock now.
Yeah.
Speaking of intriguing, though, let's talk about somebody who's definitely not on the duds list. DK Metcalf.
Oh, man.
That 71-yard touchdown.
Electric.
Game changer. The article says it put the game out of reach. I got to agree. Plays like that, that's what gets the fans going.
Absolutely. Metcalf, he can flip the momentum just like that.
Snaps fingers.
But here's what I found interesting about his performance.
Okay.
It wasn't just that one big play.
Right.
He had another 100-yard receiving game. That shows consistency on top of that explosiveness.
It's a nightmare. You're a defensive coordinator. What are you doing? You try to take away the deep ball. He burns you underneath. Play tight coverage.
He's over the top.
It's lose-lose.
And that's what makes him so valuable.
Oh, yeah.
Demands so much attention, opens things up for everyone else.
Speaking of the offense, though,
Yeah.
the article praises that first quarter, and they should. They came out hot.
Mm-hmm.
But then, crickets.
Mm-hmm.
Offense went quiet.
Well,
Am I nitpicking, or is this cause for concern?
it's definitely something to watch because good teams, they're going to watch that game tape.
Oh, for sure.
They're going to try to figure out how to repeat that.
100%.
Seahawks offense, they've got to adjust. They can't just be a first quarter team.
Right. So, a potential red flag, even in a dominant win. That's what I'm talking about. This is why we dive deep.
You got it. Casual fans, they're seeing the win and moving on. We're already on to the next level. And speaking of next level, Zach Charbonnet. Bit of a rough week, too, for him this week. 91 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. That's how you bounce back.
Talk about redemption. The article even mentioned he's leading the team in touchdowns right now.
Yeah.
That's not typical rookie running back stuff.
It's not. And that's what's exciting, exceeding expectations, even with those rookie mistakes. You can just tell.
Potential's there.
It's there. These flashes are going to be more and more frequent. Mark my words. Remember this name.
Okay, I'm writing it down. Now, shifting gears a little bit, the article also highlighted tight end Noah Fant. Seems like the author was really hoping to see him more involved in the passing game. Did he deliver?
6 catches, 6 targets.
Wow.
Talk about efficiency. He made the most of it. And you can see it, that connection with Geno, it's starting to click.
It's all about trust, right?
Yeah.
Quarterback's got to know he can rely on his tight end.
Yeah.
And when Fant delivers like that, that opens up a whole other dimension to this offense.
No doubt. And with DK demanding so much attention,
Oh, yeah.
having that other reliable target emerge, huge for Seattle. keeps the defense guessing, creates more opportunities.
Okay, now I'm getting fired up just thinking about the possibilities. But you know what? Something's been bugging me as we talk about this game.
What's that?
We've covered offense, defense, individual players. Not a single mention of special teams. And it's not even addressed in the article.
Interesting.
Is that good? Bad? What's the deal? Give me some insights here.
You're right. It's an astute observation.
Right.
Something even the most diehard fans might overlook. We get caught up in the big plays, the touchdowns.
For sure.
But special teams.
Oh, they can make or break you.
They can make or break you, especially in a close game.
So how do we read this silence? Is it a, if it ain't broke, don't fix it situation? Or is this a potential weakness just waiting to rear its ugly head?
$1 million question. And honestly, I don't think we have enough info to say for sure. But if I had to guess,
Hit me.
they were probably fine. Not bad enough to be a glaring issue, but not necessarily a strength.
So middle of the road.
Yeah.
It's kind of there.
Exactly. Maybe they're playing it safe, relying on consistency over those big, risky plays.
Which strategically
Mhm.
could make sense. Strong defense. Maybe you're not relying on special teams to win you the game.
Right. But you also can't afford for them to lose it for you.
Okay, so now I'm not just watching for the explosive plays, the defensive stance.
Okay.
I'm watching field position, the hitting yards, all that special team stuff. It's like a whole other layer of the game just got unlocked.
And that's what we love. We're not just scratching the surface here. We are peeling back those layers, uncovering those nuances that separate the casual fans from the truly informed.
All right, so we've talked standout players, the potential concerns on offense, this intriguing silence around special teams.
Yeah.
Where does that leave us? Big picture, what's the takeaway from this Week 3 win?
I think it's this. Seahawks, tons of potential, but still a lot of questions. Defense looks dominant, but can they keep it up? Offense started strong. Can they find that consistency?
And special teams, are they a ticking time bomb or just quietly doing their job?
Exactly. We're watching this team evolve in real time, and these early games...
Crucial
for establishing who they are.
It's like we're watching them figure themselves out as they go. 1 minute, world beaters, the next.
Yeah.
More questions than answers.
Exactly. That unpredictability, it's what makes them so fun to watch. The talent's there, but can they put it all together? Consistently, that's the big question mark.
And it applies to every aspect of the game, offense, defense. Even, you guessed it, special teams.
Yeah.
We talked about the article not mentioning them much. But what if that's deliberate?
Deliberate, how so?
What if they're building up this secret weapon special teams unit? Laying low, then bam. They steal a game when it matters most.
Now, that's an interesting thought. Wouldn't be the first time a team's flown under the radar like that.
Right. Imagine it, winning the field position battle week after week. Clutch plays when you least expect it.
Having that in your back pocket, on top of the offense, the defense, changes the whole game.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
not flashy, but hey, a win's a win.
Yeah.
And wouldn't that be something? This Seahawks team, known for those explosive plays, that tough, D-winning games because of special teams.
Speaks to building a complete team, not just relying on one thing, but having all the tools.
Exactly. So, Seahawks fans listening, here's your homework. Don't just watch the scoreboard, watch everything. How's the offense after that first quarter? Is the defense still dominating? And what about those special teams, making those quiet plays that add up? The more you know.
The more you appreciate the little things.
The more you appreciate this team and the exciting journey they're on. All right, that's going to do it for this deep dive, but keep the conversation going. Hit us up on social media. Let us know what you think. Will the defense stay strong? Will the offense find its groove? What about those special teams? Till next time, go Hawks.